Hey folks, welcome to another edition of Luthier's Lair. That's right. And in this edition, which is just the one, or not a series, it's just a one-off here, we're going to do an on the bench episode. Yeah, that's always exciting, isn't it? So yeah, and this week on the bench is a base that I built maybe about 3 years ago, which was a run of two headed, original shaped Gazzbass Falcon Series IIs. Yeah, so there were two of those built with the original body shape and the original headstock shape. One went up to New York. Awesome. The other one stayed home with me because unfortunately I had bought all the parts in this and the build was going well, and the potential buyer had to drop out, so I'm stuck with it. But and there was some unusual requests regarding this base, so yeah, let's go and get it out of storage, put it on the bench and see how it's fared for the past year and a half maybe since I've played it. Let's go see. Come on, let's take a look, shall we? Shall we? I don't know why people do that. To Beckett, can you walk through a computer screen or a phone screen? I don't know. Anyway, we're going to go and have a look, okay? So here's a quick rundown of this instrument. As you can see, this is the original shape of the Gazzbass Falcon Series II before I got the CNC machine and sort of redesigned it to be a little wider, a little shorter in the body and slightly lighter actually. The unusual feature about this bass guitar, before I go into the ins and outs of the components in here, is the neck. And I don't know if you can see this. The customer requested a really thick neck. It's really quite thick. It's about 1/8 of an inch thicker than a P-bass neck, right? And that's what was requested, so that's what was made. Yes, so I mean, I don't mind the thickness of the neck at all. I know a lot of players don't like that thick of a neck. I know some players who do like that thick of a neck. There are basses out there, for example, 1980s Warwick thumb bass, or was it the Dolphin? I think it was the Dolphin. Had a really quite a thick neck, but it was extremely stable, you know, notwithstanding all the videos that are out there about removing the truss rods on pre-1996 Warwicks, which was very easy to do back then. But anyway, that's by the by. What we have is the standard Gazzbass Elite preamp in here with the pickup blend, volume, bass, middle and treble. We have the LED lights here, and I'll show you the LEDs in a minute. We have two Seymour Duncan soap bar pickups in here, which are actually connected in series. I might even upgrade that and put in circuit ready to do a series parallel combo, which you can do quite easily with these Seymours. Even on my preamp, we have the Hipshot High Mass Kick-Ass bridge here, Kick-Ass bridge, which is in desperate need of cleaning. Yeah, in fact the whole bass needs to be cleaned. The neck itself is maple with an oak fingerboard, and I'll be right back and I'll shufty the camera around so you can see the LEDs in it. Okay, let's have a look at these LEDs. Now I'm going to throw the switch, which is away down here off camera here. That's the main dot markers, and there's also a Falcon logo at the bottom there, and it's going to be upside down, but you get the idea. That's it there. So these look fine, and this is a figured oak fingerboard with white dot markers on the edge here. And yeah, this was turning out to be a great build. And then, due to, you know, awful circumstances really, the buyer had to pull out. That's fine, that's fine. So it's been in my possession since, oh my god, the last 2 odd years. I've played it a lot actually, but I haven't played it within the last year and a half or so. So what it needs is a good clean. It's been in storage for a while, and I want to see if anything adverse has happened to it. I can see actually that there's some lacquer come off here, but that's okay. Relic, right? And what we'll do is we'll let's see if it makes a noise first. Use my Bluetooth amp connections here. Much easier than a cable. Excuse me. Just flip this on because I broke the switch on this. Okay, let's see if the strings. Oh yeah, dull as hell with strings. Is that in the brightest setting? Yeah, it is. These Seymours are unbelievable. They really are. So it does still makes a noise. So yeah, let's get about valeting this, get it cleaned up. I'm going to actually put some fast fret on the strings right now before I start valeting, and see if they'll come back to life. I doubt it though. They've been on the instrument for a long time. And if you're a fast fret user like me, I don't wipe the fast fret off. Buzzing fast fret. No, I actually don't. It does smell nice though. I'll put that in there and back in there. Now let's see what we have. No, these are dead. Yeah. Let's take these all off and give this a good clean. Then we'll set it up. Okay, let's get this show on the road. The first thing I'm going to do is kind of wipe down the fingerboard to see what it's like. There's some stuff on the headstock, and well, that's just dust, it looks like. And the tuning heads look really good actually. I don't need to put them anywhere. I might have to take the bridge off and put that in the ultrasonic bath, but let's see. Let's take some denatured alcohol, our friend, and let's just see. It's just a shop towel. Let's see what comes off this neck. Just a couple of rubs. Oh yeah. 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 And actually, the oil has. I usually do the fingerboards here with boiled linseed oil to seal the neck, and that's worked great because this is just surface stuff coming off this. So, just a case of getting all the grime off, entirely off, and then what we'll do is we'll polish the frets afterwards. And we'll use a little Dremel tool to do that. The frets are in very good nick. They're just a little tarnished. Very good condition, I should say. Not to use a British colloquialism there. Very great neck, mine. Great neck. Actually, I know a neck that does this sort of thing. He's very good at it. So, yeah. Anyway. So, let's just clean this off, and it's actually not that bad. I'm very surprised. Very surprised. Okay, I'll get to polishing the threads now with a Dremel tool. Okay, we have a little buffing pad here that's been impregnated with, actually with Brasso, yes. And this will be enough for the whole lot. I'll just put it to like a medium speed. And I've done the first fret, you can see that came out. Watch this. Ooh, shiny, happy people. So I'm going to shine that up, and the reason I'm doing this for is because it's going to get dirt back into here, and I'm not taping this off, I'm just going to wipe it again. You know, if it was really bad, I would have taped off the fingerboard first before doing this. And that's all you do. Buff them up, and look how well they're coming up. Very nice. Shiny, happy people. Shiny, happy people. Yes. And let's just make sure everything's working as we work. And that looks really good. It's coming up really nice. Sounds like this buffing pad's are at its end. That's not a problem. Should be enough to do the whole fingerboard, and we'll be cool afterwards. Nice and shiny. What I'm going to do after though is I'm going to oil the fingerboard, and I'm going to get the oil on the frets, so that'll just wipe off, and I can buff the frets back up with a cloth after that. Indeed. So let me just do the rest of this, and I'll be right back. Cool. Okay, now I have in this little tub some mineral spirits, a dash, and a dash of boiled linseed oil mixed to like 60-40. Yeah. Some people don't like to dilute the boiled linseed oil. I do. It's a matter of preference. But use boiled linseed oil. Don't use just regular linseed oil, because it'll never dry, ever. What you want to do is protect the wood. All you're doing is protecting the wood, letting this soak into the pores, and this stuff will dry. So just smudge some of that on, going over the frets we just polished. But like I said before, it doesn't matter, it wipes off. And what we'll do is we'll lay it on pretty thick, and then after about, and it doesn't matter if it pools, don't worry, it's getting wiped off. After about 10 to 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes, who knows, we will wipe off the excess. And it only needs one coat, because this has been previously done when I built the base, and it had 3 or 4 coats of this stuff. So we're just oiling the fingerboard, and it should, you should never need to oil a fingerboard more than once a year, if that, if you look after the instrument, which I have done with this one. It was in storage, I wasn't awfully pleased with the facility, but you know, it seems to be in good nick. So I'm going to leave that now for I think 10 minutes by the looks of it, and the climate control in here, and we'll be good to wipe that off, and it'll be nice, and you know, it'll have a barrier seal against moisture. That's the killer, is the moisture, friends. And here in South Florida, it's all about the moisture, you know, amongst other things. And yeah, so yeah, That's ready to just sit there for a little while. Always use a lint-free cotton rag. You know what your white t-shirts are made of? Rip up a few of them and use that. That's fine. There we go. Back soon. Hi folks. Yeah, sorry, the air conditioning's on because excuse me, it's really hot in here and I need a glass of water. Actually, I don't. This does. What is this? It's a little ultrasonic bath. And while the boiled linseed oil is working its way into the fingerboard, I took the bridge off. Yeah, I did. Now, it's not that bad, so I can put the whole thing in. Usually I'll take it all apart and clean every individual part, but it's not that bad at all. All this crap will lift off and I can just use one of these to clean it off with afterwards. So, what do? Well, you're going to need water, an ultrasonic bath, and some of this stuff. It's a descaler. There's multiple brands, but I like this brand. It's good. What I usually do is I pour in the water, which is just perfect there. Then I pour in the descaler and degreaser, just a little bit, not much required. Then I place the bridge into the basket in solution. What's in the basket? And close it up. We're going to set this to, I think, 480 seconds, which is what, 8 minutes is good. Set it to that and then hit on and it'll go zzz, and you'll see clouds of stuff floating to the top. Well, you might not. Hold on. Let's see if you can actually. You see that? There we go. Alright. Ready? On. Look at all that stuff already. Sort of floating up. You might not be able to see it on video here, but it's cleaning. Yes. While that's going, I'm going to go and wipe off the fingerboard. So here we are then, it's all back together, strung up, bridge cleaned, sparkly, all the knobs as well. I just stuck them in the bath too, just to make sure. They're all nice and clean, all attached, all back together again. And it does look spiffy, doesn't it? New strings. Let's see. Oops, sorry. See if you can tell the difference. Yes, indeed. Much more zingy. Yeah. So what we got to do now? Well, I just put the strings on, and they're going to have to stretch a bit. So what I do is I pull them up like that. Each of them in turn, just to stretch them out. You know, don't worry about that. It's not going to break. If you built your base properly, it's not going to break. Right, here we go. So it's horribly out of tune now, right? I'd call that G. Let's get these harmonics. Yep. So that should hold now for setup. So let's go and do a little setup on it. I think it's going to be fine. I really do. Okay, it's setup time. Setup time. Let's look at neck relief first. That is the back bow or the forward bow of the neck, so that the strings can form and you don't get fret buzz. And they like straighten out the neck basically. What you want is a very slight forward bow in the neck. So, take a capo here, and we will place it just behind the first fret. Then you will take a 12 thousandths of an inch feeler gauge, and we will lift the bass. It's still on. I should watch where I'm placing things, of course. Can you see that? That good enough? Let me just adjust this. There we go. Now I'm going to place my finger on the 15th fret here. 17th, sorry, actually. 17th fret, and I'm going to go with the feeler gauge. I'm going to go underneath the E string on the 7th fret here. If it just passes under, which it does, the neck is perfecto. Doesn't need adjustment. So that's absolutely perfect. So this bass has held its neck position nicely. Actually, it maybe needs to be slackened a little. I would actually, let me see. No, it's good. It's borderline too straight, but I would leave it like that and let it settle. So I'm not going to touch that. Now, if I couldn't get the feeler gauge under the strings, I'd need to slacken off the truss rod so the strings can pull more on the neck to make a bigger bow in the neck. But I'm not getting any buzz from that, so that's good. So I'm going to leave that. I am happy with that. Indeed. That goes away, that goes away. What's next? Well, find my tools here. Oh, there it is. String height is next, and I like 5/64 at the 17th fret right here. So I'm going to measure that using my Luthier rule, and it's this gauge down here I usually use for it. Let's see. That is 5/64. Let's see again. It might be a bit high. That's 5. That's 5. And that's... Man, I don't need to adjust this. That's incredible. After a year and a half in storage, this bass apparently doesn't need a setup. If it did, you know, if it was higher than 5/64, I'd bring the saddles down. Okay? Alright, let's go for intonation now, shall we? So what's intonation? Intonation is if I play an open note here and going up an octave and play that, it has to be exactly 1 octave higher, not sharp, not flat. And I don't need a tuner to say that that's perfect. So is that. That's almost bang on. Now you can't get, there's not really such thing as perfect intonation when you change the length of the string, the way the string reacts. It's not perfect, but you can get damn close. Now if I play like a that should be 2 octaves above I hear very slight ringing, which means it's not quite there, but it's good enough. Whoa, 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 hear that? This is very slightly sharp, so I'm going to pull this back a bit. By lengthening the string, you will flatten the note. By shortening the string, you will sharpen the note. So I'm just going to pull that back very slightly. There we go. Now we're in. And that's perfect. Well, so much for setup, right? Yeah, I suppose you get lucky sometimes. Now, next thing is pickup height. You press down on the last fret, whether it be 20, 21, 22 or 24, fret, bass guitar, whatever. You want this is a 4mm hex key, okay? I want there to be 4mm between the string and the pickup surface. That's too low. So what I do is I bring this pickup up by slackening off, thereby lifting the pickup. Still too low, by quite a bit actually. Right, now I feel the magnets kicking in. That's perfect. Let's try the treble side. Same thing. I think it was about 6 turns I did the last time. 2, 3, 4, 5. Try 5 on that. And the magnet's kicking in now. See that? Shit. Maybe I should make proper feeler gauges for that. That's perfect. Okay, let's go. The treble side on the bridge pickup, and it's quite slack, so you just need to come up a little bit to, not as much though. That's like 4 turns. Yeah, that's good. And this side now, quite a gap, needs to come up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yo ho heave ho. Anyway, yeah, that's it. This bass should play like, well, like a dream now. It really should. Let's go and see, shall we? Hi. Yeah. So let's go and what are we gonna do? Yeah, let's play test this now. And see what we've got. I like these little Bluetooth wireless things. They're pretty cool. Oh God. Oh, don't get old, people. Don't get old. Anyway, so first off, I'm gonna run the frets and see what's. Not bad. Very slight buzz there. Sorry. So there's 2 high frets, but that's easily fixed. I will recrown them, get them down at spec, and it should be fine, but too much gain on that amplifier. Or is it my preamp? Anyway, right, it's probably because the pickups are in series, hardwired. I could put in a parallel option in this bass very easily. In fact, that'd be like about 2 hours of work. So let's see. Not bad. Let's put it into this mode. Take a bit of the bass down actually, because it's overpowering my amp. Plays wonderfully again. It really does. Let's see what. Let's back off that a bit. Put some mid up and a bit more of that and go. Nice. Yeah, it's pretty good. Some mid, back there a bit, and let's try some Vic. Wrong. Yeah, so yeah, I mean that's what it takes, and it's a fantastic bass. Like I said, the neck is kind of thick, and that's what the customer had wanted before the deal went away. That's fine. I still am custodian of this bass. Anyone wants a Warwick style neck, which is what was requested actually, then yeah, drop me a line, message me, and if you want it, I will sell it to you. That was just to piss off a friend of mine called David Mill, and I'll do it again. Anyway, that's on the bench. This is the original body shape Gazzbass Falcon Series II with the penguin headstock. I've run of two. I only made two of them. One is in New York, the other one is right with me right now. If you want it, hit me up on Facebook. Follow the links below in the description section. And if you want Chant Has Begun, okay then. that's it. And of course, if you enjoy what I do on this channel, please consider subscribing. It helps me out a lot, it really does. Give me a thumbs up, yes indeed, and ring that bell for notifications of my next uploads and future uploads, of course. I have a couple of brilliant projects coming up. I hope to see you there and join me in this adventure that we're having here. And just remains for me to say thanks very much for watching. Stay safe, take care, be good. See, I added 2 lines there, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks folks, cheers, bye bye.